Hey, welcome back to the channel. Guess what we're doing? That's right, we're working on the freaking Lincoln, dude. The Love Boat. What's happening? One of the things we're going to do real quick is we're going to go weigh some of our goodies that we've taken off. We'll check our radiator situation as far as weight difference, and then the stuff that we cut off from the trunk lid and all that kind of stuff. We're going to weigh all that stuff and see what our totals are. So we'll be back in we'll see you in the next clip, which is we're going to be weighing stuff. We have got our stuff loaded up on the little green machine. So let's take it to the scale and see what we got. Man, indeed, we are going to get some storms tonight. Hang on. We have got our little radiator deal. Oh, sorry. Whoops. Getting some pieces. Here we go. All right, we've got water in it. 15.8. That's what it weighs. So now let's get our other one, see what all that stuff weighs. Just the rad support with the bolts and stuff that came with it is 28.9. Whew. Here's one frame rail piece, 36.2. Wow, I thought I'd get more than that out of that. That's what, 8 pounds? Huh. I will say that's mildly disappointing, but I don't know. After we put them both on here, it'll 45. 45 for the frame rails and the core support deal. So 45.5. Now let's put our radiator on there too. Here is our rad and fan. Now this is an aluminum plastic tank deal fan. 26 pounds. So what's our total on that? 71. Between all of it, it's 71 pounds. And we were 15.8. So 55-pound weight loss off the nose of the car. Ooh, I'll take it. Sounds pretty sweet to me. All right, let's go weigh our second pile. Let's go, green machine. Oh, I am qualified to drive this. When I got hired on out here as a contractor back in 1988, I told them I could drive anything. They said, can you drive a forklift or a tow motor? I said, I can drive anything. What's a tow motor? Ah, dang. So, all right, let's go weigh this stuff. Now this gets my juices flowing. 86.5 pounds. That is, none of that's being replaced by anything. That's just all gone. That is what I like to see right there. So basically, between the two mods that we did, or finishing off this weight loss and the radiator stuff, we just lost like 140 pounds. That's pretty sweet. That's what I'm talking about. All right, now I gotta load this crap back up. But I'm happy with that. That's more than I thought it was gonna be. I knew it was a pretty good little bit when I picked it up, or started picking it up. I was like, ooh. So, good deal. Side note, I just want to see what the trunk skin exoskeleton weighed. 15.7, and that's not counting the lock and stuff that we got, plus the other latch pieces, which are mixed in there. But 15.7, that's, I can live with that. That puts the trunk lid at right around 34, 35 pounds, maybe a little less, probably about 33. So I mean, I could always just weigh it. I know that, but I should say we put the hood pins on it, or trunk pins, so that's going to put a little weight back. Man, 80, golly, almost 87 pounds, pretty sweet. Those are some nice savings. I'm digging it. Like I say, there was a few people here and there on the channel, and I don't blame you, saying, hey, you're probably not going to be able to get a lot of weight out of it. It's going to weigh this, going to weigh that. I don't know. I think we're doing pretty good. Again, I know I talk too much and start storytelling and all this kind of rigmarole. You guys don't want to hear that. He's heard them all 100 times. I wanted to do like a Lincoln or a Crown Vic or a Marquis or like a Country Squire wagon or a Colony Park. I just thought it'd be cool to, this was back, I don't know, probably 10 years ago. I was kind of wanting to do one. It was like, hey, I'd look for one every now and then and see a car here and there, but I didn't really know what I wanted. I could kind of see it in my head, but I didn't really know what I wanted. And I knew I didn't want one of these. I didn't want an Aero looking car. But the big problem for me, every time I would think about doing one of these things, was weight. I mean, it's going to be heavy. I can't get the weight out of it. It's not going to be very fast. I'm a 302 guy. I'm an NA guy. 8.2 life, baby. I'm an NA guy. So I was always going to be like handicapped, where it just wasn't going to be really that fast. It was probably going to be rough on transmissions and stuff like that. And I'm like, so I'd be like, and I couldn't, the bumpers, that was a huge problem for me with the boxy Lincolns, which I think look cool. Just the rear bumpers. I saw one at a pawn shop probably about, maybe 6 or 7 years ago. And it had the fake Continental kit on the back. And it was like messed up. So if you just pulled on it, it would come down. I said, how cool would this thing be? Leave the starting line and the freaking the spare tire deal hits the freaking track. I said, that would just look crazy. I'd get a laugh out of it if I saw it. But, I looked at it and I was like, nah, again, I come back to the whole thing. I can't, it'd be a turd. And then one day I was at the junkyard, actually doing a video for the channel. I was at the junkyard and I saw one of these without the front nose piece on it. I mean, without the front bumper cover. And it just like dawned on me. I'm like, and I saw it had a 5-liter. I didn't know a lot about, I knew they had 4.6s in them and stuff like that. I just didn't pay much attention to them. And I was like, this one, it had a 5-liter. And I was like, man, I could take the front bumper. I could get the bumpers out of this thing and, do the 5-liter deal. I was like, wow. So I started doing some investigating on them. And then 1 year only, I'm like, oh, it's 5-liter. They don't look terrible. And then so I started looking and then I found one online and the price was right. I figured, I could have some fun with it at least and not spend a ton of money buying it. I can go out and buy like a $2,500 car or a $3,000 car and start cutting it up. I bought like a $500 car and that ran and drove and I got to race it. And, so then as we started working on it, I started seeing the potential. When I first weighed it, the first time I weighed it, I drove it here and didn't even put it in the building. I pulled in the gate and Jake was with me and I said, hey, let's go weigh it at the dump real quick before we touch it. And so I took it to the dump and weighed it and it was 42 whatever with me in it. And I'm like, man, this thing's, like 4,000 pounds. I'm like, started, doing some quick ricer math. I'm like, probably get this thing down to 3,500 or so. And that, it has snowballed more or less. This car has not been to the track in almost 4 years. The last time I made a pass was like November 2018. I mean, technically it's 3.5 years. Man, that's a long time. It doesn't seem that long, but so anyway, that's how we ended up here. In case nobody was really wondering, but it made me think of it. So that's how we ended up here, and now that we kind of got Kevin, thank you, Kevin, for getting me motivated on this with your little bit of your trash talking. We're just talking trash and good fun. We're just having a good time. I hope his 55 is just kicking ass. That's his dream car. So I hope that car runs great. I hope that at some point he outruns me in this and just, we'll just have a good time doing it. But I hope his car, ends up the way he wants it. So he's trying to get stuff done to its process, just like we are trying to get stuff done. But he motivated me to get back on this. So you guys give Kevin a shout out for getting my juices flowing again and on this rig. And like I say, probably not everyone's cup of tea. Probably not done the way everybody would want it done or they would do it. But it's I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think it'll be worth it once we get it to the track and This thing's popping on a two-step, leaving maybe with the front tires in the air a little bit. Not that it's got to do wheelies. It's just, and hear it cracking off going down the track on the gear change. Just tap, tap, tap. That's just cool to me. I don't know why. It's just weird and cool. So anyway, let's move. I'm fixing to actually go home. You can hear the wind blowing like crazy. And we're coming out tomorrow, and we're going to work on it. We're going to try and get our fuel system wrapped up and some of the wiring. So I will see you guys in the next clip. Yeah. Talking to you. I'll see you tomorrow. My motivation is not as good as I'd like it to be. What's the deal with this box? What do we got? Got our little, man, this little dudes. Why does this thing feel so heavy? I swear my other one didn't feel this heavy. Maybe it was. We got us a little one wire. We have a another pulley for it. Let me go get that. Show it to you real quick. All right, this is our alternator pulley. It is a KRC 40130 340. You can blow that up. It is a little bitty fella. You can see how much smaller it is. This will allow our alternator to start charging at, I did the math on it with our race crank pulley. Crap, I can't remember. I did the math on it when I did the LTD. So, and this, obviously, this is what we're replacing. Now, we're losing a few pounds and just a little cleaner. Plus, this is a one wire, and eBay, of course. You can find these in the junkyard. There's lots of guys that used to use, or still do, I guess. And you can buy the kit to do the one wire conversion, but I just went ahead and bought one that was already done. Make my life a little bit easier, at least in theory. So we have also ordered a adjustment rod, with Heim joints on the end, so we can use that as we'll use a spacer, to line everything, basically just like we did the LTD. I did actually show you guys that was during my sabbatical. But yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing. Not today, but we did get these parts in, and I've had this for a while. So what are we going to do today? I guess we'll probably work on a few. We'll just bounce around a little bit until I find something that kind of gets me going. We have got our radiator mounted. So I'm pushing on the fenders and stuff. So I think fix my Lincoln emblem. I think we'll be able to live with that. We've also got oh dang it, I got crap. I gotta put a catch can in it too. I could do the old, we may just zip tie a Mountain Dew bottle on there. I really need to do something that's a little bit more secure, honestly. So we'll see about that. But yeah, we got it all mounted. We got it all mounted in and everything. So there, and we still got to wire the fan up, figure out that deal. So we're just decided to mess around with some of the fender roll solenoid stuff, as we got plenty of room, and we're probably going to do the regulator over here. I know that is completely NHRA illegal, but that is where we're going to mount it. and then we'll just run the line up and around. I'll say that, maybe we'll mount it like over here in this kind of corner. It's gonna be a little tight, probably be over here. So anyway, we're not probably gonna do that right this minute, but we're just kind of pot shotting around. Like I say, our motivation is blah, to say the least. So, but we are working on it, just slogging. Fuel cell is not going anywhere unless the trunk rips out of it. We've got us a little coil bracket whipped up here. Use the piece of the old one that came on the Lincoln, so it's still got a Lincoln part on it. So we'll shoot a little paint on the actual metal the factory stuff, and yeah, that'll work. Good enough for me. We've got our chintzy coil bracket made, so we'll be okay with that. You know, can always change it later on, but at least for the moment it's mounted and seems like it'll work. We'll run our wires from our MSD down there and we'll be good to go. So getting closer. You might find this slightly amusing. I think I did. Teresa held up this particular shirt and she goes, "Why is it just right here?" I said, "I don't know, babe. I just don't know. You tell me." She called it my Winnie the Pooh working shirt. She said, "You look like Winnie the Pooh's been leaning up on something." And then she washed it and then was very proud to show me that it looked exactly the same as it did before she washed it. So she was very proud of herself with her Winnie the Pooh work shirt joke. So while this has been affectionately known as the Firebird shirt, it can also now be known as the Winnie the Pooh shirt. So I've had this shirt a long time too. So. It's probably still a decent filter. This filter is ancient too. God knows what it looks like inside. Anyway, I thought you guys will get some enjoyment out of that. Maybe it'll bring a smile to your face or a frown. Either one. All right. Okay, we're gonna work on the fuel system now. We've got our Ghetto Fabulous pump mounted up on our Ghetto Fabulous piece of aluminum, and all right, now let's put the filter in it and blah 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 blah. The jankiness continues. Got that reg mounted. Oh, NHRA is freaking out. Oh no, it's illegal. Oh gosh. Oh no. Get that fire hazard, fire bad. But yeah, there it is. Jankiness at its finest. Sketchy, whatever word you want to use. Substandard's a good one as well. I actually like using that one a lot. But we got the whole fuel system. We haven't got it all clamped and everything because we're gonna, run it, make sure any trash that's in it, flush it a little bit, and then we'll be ready to go. So someone, one of the subs had asked about, no lower support for radiator. That thing, dude, I'm not saying dude, it's not gonna go, it's really light, so it doesn't have like a lot of weight. It's pretty secure. The hose also kind of holds it. So, but this, like I say, I don't think it's going anywhere. Like I say, everything's moving. I don't think it's going anywhere. We'll find out. We'll find out. Either it will or it won't. But anyway, we also, we got the clutch cable in. So we got some plug wires hooked up on it. So it's starting to look a little bit like something. Not, not there yet. So wiring and stuff. I know I'm bouncing all over the place on this thing. But anyway, let me try and do a little bit more before we head out. And anyway, we're just progress steps, whatever you want to call it. This is a little bit, I would call roughed in, but you're going to hear that around here a lot, roughed in. We might, I was actually going to secure it, but whatever, just think. So this is what we're thinking without, because it won't stay up by itself. Here, here, because we'll put the module selector on the other side of it so I can reach it easier. And then we might potentially do our relays and stuff in this particular area. We'll put it maybe on another like a sheet of ABS or something and screw. I don't know, I'm not 100%. I'm liking that idea a lot more, or so to speak, because it makes everything easy to get to or whatever. So anyway, there's, all right. We call this progress, people. That's what we call it. I don't know what you guys call it. That's what we call it. So, all right, let's move. I think we might be done for the day. The car, mat it. The clutch cable hooked up. That's a whole lot better. Let's see. Oh, gotta have the clutch pushing a little bit. Okay. All right. Well, motivation. The force was not with us today, guys. I gotta admit, our motivation was not where we wanted it to be. But we powered through and got some things done with our Pooh shirt on, and Pooh Bear did it. Man, so much work to do. But, you know, it's also the end of the week, so I'm usually a little, not the end of the week, but it's near the end of the week, and I'm a little drugged down from work, so. But we did get some things done. We're just bouncing all over the place like a freaking pinball, trying to get stuff done. And, you know, but I appreciate you guys, you know, being on board with the project. I mean, you know, it's, seems like, what I'm getting at, it seems like people are kind of getting into it a little bit now that we're, you know, kind of doing something, I guess. I mean, I don't know. People are, maybe there's more curiosity than anything to see how it's all going to play out. Plus Kevin, man, I haven't talked to him. I sent him a text the other day about some stuff. And then of course, I was doing some trash talking in our group text like crazy, stirring the pot, having a good time, playing. He's not a huge trash talker like that. Not like I am. I don't, never has been. He's more about the result. So, and like I say, I suffered a lot of defeats early in our friendship with his freaking 400-inch Camaro IROC and my fuel-injected 302 Mustang. I'm not making excuses. I chose what I chose. But I, you know, suffered some defeats. But still, you know, not salty, but hey, I ain't forgot about that. I ain't always been on top, bro. I was on the bottom. I know what it feels like to be down there. And I don't want to be down there. I want to be on the top, up top of that 55. And for the record, he's the one that started. He's the one that said, "Hey, when I get the 55 running, I was gonna run like one of the run the gatekeeper cars and knock them out like bootlegger Kyle's truck and the Lincoln." And I went, "Whoa, what are you doing, dude?" So I mean, and I'll be honest, hey, that's fine too. I look at him as low-hanging fruit. How about that? Looks at me as low-hanging fruit. I look at him as low-hanging fruit. I look at him, that 55 is low-hanging fruit because he's going to put a converter in that car. He is going to have to do it if he's going to want to mess around with me. I'm telling you that. That's fact. And he's going to put a nitrous kit on it if he wants to actually outrun me when I get into some real stuff here, because I'll keep on keeping on. That's how we roll. But I look at him like, I'll knock him off. I'll knock Kyle's truck off, bootlegger. I'll knock it off. Then I'll pick that low-hanging fruit, them cherries, and then I'll go make me a pie. And when I get ready to make a pie, I'll put something together, and I'm going to go make a pie out of like Eric, Pirate Resurrection. Now, he'll go spend a bunch of money and, you know, do a bunch of stuff to it, and you know, won't never touch him, but you know, he'll just grab that, you know, get out there and shake that money tree a little bit. I shouldn't say it like that, but I like teasing him about it. So yeah, but I don't look at me as low-hanging fruit. Look in the mirror, bro. That's how I look at you. So anyway, yeah, man, I wish I would have got more done today. Now I should have fired myself up early on. Dang it. All right, well, I got to head home because Teresa's going to have dinner ready. And, you know, I need to eat like, you know, Pooh Bear got to eat. Pooh got to eat. You know what I mean? All right, cool. So, again, thanks for subscribing. If you are a subscriber. If you're not, that's fine as well. Thanks for watching. If you're a watcher, that's great. If you're not a watcher, that's fine as well. Thanks for supporting the channel and all the ways that you guys do, just because you guys are great. And don't forget to hit the down button. Let's get a few of those down buttons going here. You guys usually don't do what I say when I tell you to do that, but let's get some down buttons going. And hey, thanks for watching. We got the fun glasses on. I'll put them on at the end of the day. Should have had them on early. And until next time on the Substandard Leader in Lincoln Videos. That's what we're doing right this minute, Lincoln. We have definitely got some other work to do, some other cars. And hey, also, I hope you guys enjoyed the April Fool's prank. I know I'll probably get one or two people with it, but you know, I had some fun messing around with that. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you guys in the next vid on this here YouTube, this man's YouTube, this YouTube, our YouTube, everyone's YouTube. Let's all do the YouTube. It's gonna be so much fun. Let's do it.